Hey, what's up guys? Andrew Crooks Art. Okay, welcome. Today I've been getting ready for an upcoming art exhibition, and I want to show you how I'm using some of the tools in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to use the pen tool. What we're going to do is make this parachute guy. Okay, so it's pretty easy. There's a lot of tools in Illustrator, but I think one of the most powerful tools is the pen tool. I use it all the time, but I'm going to show you also how to bring in a photograph to copy and basically use as a template to make your image. Okay, so in Illustrator, what you want to do first, okay, so I'm going to get rid of this bottom layer, okay, and I'm going to work on layer 2. And this is where I'm going to put my photograph that I want to copy. And I've made these cool little parachute dudes like that. So I'm doing a show with a sky theme and these parachutes. So I want to include that on the poster. So I'm going to bring in my photograph, go to File, Place, and Desktop. Where is it? Parachute crop. Okay. Yep, Place. Okay, so that's really big, but that's fine, whatever. Okay. So I think I'll choose this one. I like the general shape of this parachute. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to copy this roughly about the same shape, and to do that I'm going to use the pen tool. Okay, so let's go over here to the pen, P for pen, and just go to this regular old pen tool. Okay, so I'm on layer 2 right now. You can label that picture if you want, whatever, and I'm going to lock it, because I don't want to move this thing. Now it says I cannot draw on this area. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to layer 3. If you end up doing this on one layer, just grab my arrow tool. If you do it on one layer by accident and you want to make a new layer, you can add a layer here, like that. Okay, but I already have a layer above it. Okay, so I've added this layer 3, and I want to move, say you want to move this image around to a different layer. You can grab this red dot and just hold and drag it up. Now it's on layer 3, whatever. Basically, you just don't want your image to be on the same layer that you are working on. Okay, so I usually keep it below everything and lock it. And I'll call this work layer. Work. Alright, and so now I'm going to grab my pen tool with P, and what I'm going to do, okay, the reason I'm doing this, instead of just going into Photoshop and making this, manipulating this photograph, I want to make a vector image, a vector design. Okay, so what is a vector? Okay, so a typical photograph that you know here, this is a raster image, and what happens is if you zoom in far enough, you're going to start to see pixels, and it looks really bad. Okay, so for my poster and for most design work, you want to work with a vector, and what that is, it's a mathematical formula which creates a, it curves the line, curves the points, and mathematically creates a curve. Pretty easy. The great thing about it, a vector versus raster, you could blow up a vector image to the size of a billboard and it wouldn't break down in quality because it's based on a mathematical formula. So for most design stuff, I don't want to see pixels. So for the poster, I want this just to look perfect. So grab the pen tool, and what I'm going to do is any curve in this, in the shape that I'm copying, I want to put a point there. Okay, so just go around. Here's a curve. Here's a curve. Oh, just a second. I'm going to, just a second. I'm going to turn off my fill and just go for the border. And I'll go black. Okay, cool. Pen. And here, put a mark here, put a mark here. And now I'm just going to kind of roughly go like this. I don't really care if it's perfect, like the picture, but, you know, just go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And then click on the initial point. So now what I'm going to do is hit A. And A will grab this white direct selection tool. Okay, so you see how angular this is? Okay, so we want to make these curved. So if you go up to the top, on the upper left side, you'll see convert. And you'll see a right angle one and a curved one. So I want to go and I want to select my point. And there, it has converted it to a curve. Okay, so you have a couple handles that come out. You can kind of just mess around with them, work on the shape, and just get it as best you can, about like that. Now you can select multiple curves at the same time by holding the Shift key and just going through and clicking all the points that you want to turn into curves. So I've selected all of these bottom ones. These I'll just keep as a right angle. Then go up to the convert and click the curve. Okay, wonderful. Now what you can go through, and this is kind of a little bit tedious, but go through, oops, and you can basically form these to whatever shape you want, okay? If you want to make them a little curved like that, you might find that things get a little weird sometimes, so, you know, just play around with it, go over the shape, try to get it as best, whatever looks good. You can use the arrows to move these anchor points around. So I'm just gonna put these down a little bit, go around, la 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 la. And I just want a subtle, shape here. Okay, see how this is really long? What I'm going to do now is go to my pen tool, and you can go over and go to add anchor point, or just hit the plus. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 anchor points here. Hit my A to get my selection tool back. Move that guy up. And move this guy down. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just a rough zoom out by hitting Command minus. And I've already selected a couple colors. This is basically what it'll look like. There, I have a nice vector image. Oops. And I can do the same down here with my little guy by going around, select the pen tool, just go around, make him look pretty good, blah blah blah. And let's just, for the sake of this tutorial, let's just see the guy that I already have done. Okay, unlock you. And I'm just going to steal this guy. Okay, so copy, hide it again. And I'm just going to, Oh, okay, because that one's locked. Whatever. It's because I'm working on the wrong layer. You'll often find, even after you've been using these programs for a long time, that you use the wrong layer. Whatever, it's fine. See how I scaled that? If you hold shift when you're scaling things, you can keep the same proportions. If you don't hold shift, you'll get it all wonky. Okay, so I'm holding shift, making that guy a little bigger. I think I used a different parachuter in this to copy this one, but it's okay. Basically looks like that. Okay, so on this layer, we now have the top, and we have the parachutist down here. Okay, make sure you save your work whenever you're working here, because sometimes these programs crash. Okay, then I just brought these down, got the line, tool. I'm going to connect these up, and I'm just going to go like this pretty quickly. Let's move this guy out of the way. Oops. I want all of these, it doesn't even matter, just take the lines down. Oops. Bring all the lines. Okay. You can just do whatever you want, because I'm going to show you how to do this quickly and easily. So, here we go. Just drag it down. Don't worry about it. Look, it looks like a mess, right? Okay. Super cool tip. Okay. Grab your white arrow and just grab, you can't use black, you just want to grab these anchor points. So it's the direct select tool. So how do I get these guys to all align? Okay, so at the top here, we've got these horizontal, align, center, blah, 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 all this stuff. So I'm going to just center these all up, and it brings them to a vertical line. And then what I'm going to do is grab the vertical align center, and voila, we've got all of these lines connected now. Okay, if you want to move some of them around, I like to use the arrow tools. And the way I'm working, it's not so important to connect everything. These will just be a group. Okay, so I basically just want to keep these the way they are. If you notice like some of the angles at the edge of the lines, see how this kind of creates a weird shape down here. If you ever want to get rid of that, you just go down to your appearance. No, character. No. Oh, where did it go? Oh, stroke. Here it is. Okay, stroke. And grab the round cap center one. Oops, need to select them. There you go. And then you got a curve edge to your lines. All right. So what I'm going to do now is these are okay. I want to change the stroke, make them a little bigger. Can you see this? That's not good. So I'm going to move that guy over to behind. Move this guy down. And you can actually align these as well if you just grab both those. And you can align it the same way that we did before, but sometimes it gets a little weird. So I just like to use my arrows to get things basically lined up. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to, I like this, these lines, the thickness is pretty good about what I want, but the problem we'll run into now is because we have a the line segment using the line tool, we have a stroke, whereas this, see how that's a fill. These lines, these paths are basically strokes. So what you can do is you can change the thickness, which is nice, but then look what will happen. Okay, so I'm going to make this really small now. Let's just align this guy too. Let's do the whole thing. And I want to make this a group because it looks really nice right now. I'm going to group it by hitting Command G. And now I can click anywhere and it's all connected. Okay, let's make it really small. Hold your Shift and drag this guy really, really, really small. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at the lines. Look how thick they got. Now what happened to the figure? The figure is fine, the parachute's fine, but these paths that are have a stroke to them, they remain the same stroke. Okay? And that's not good. So what I want to do, so I will be able to scale this, is I want to make this a fill, just like the top of my parachute and this woman. It's a woman parachuter. It's a woman. Okay, so I have, I forgot to show you. So this is grouped by hitting Command G. I can grab it anywhere and everything gets selected. If you want to undo it, you just hit Shift Command G. Okay, so now I can just individually grab all of these lines. And what I'm going to do is select all of the lines. Then I will go up to Object, Path, and I'm going to outline the strokes. Okay, so now what happened? If you zoom in, they became a fill. They're no longer a stroke, so they went from this, where the line's going down the center, to, how do you redo something? Redo, whatever. Okay, so now they're all outlined. So now I would be able to scale everything. Let's group it all together again. Group. Command G. All right. And let's make her really small. This is the great thing about vectors. It doesn't matter what size you make it, it will always be beautiful. And look, elegant, beautiful lines connecting the parachute. Oh, wonderful. Okay. So that was easy, right? This is really, the trickiest part of using the pen tool is getting those angles of the handles of each of the points to get that controlled so that it goes in the right direction. Okay, so I want it just right there. Now look. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. Bring it up. And that looks pretty good, right? Yeah. Say yes. Yes, Andrew, that looks awesome. That's going to be a great poster. Okay, so turn off the eyeball. Well, that's great. And let's get rid of... Oh, this is locked. Let's get rid of... Oh, man, I didn't even... I kind of like this one better than the old one. All right. That's even better, I think. Hey! Better job the second time. look how much, see, look how flat that looks. This looks cool. That kind of looks like the clouds. Okay. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a gradient. So select your parachuter and go over to the right, click on gradient, and you can click there. So I want the shadow to be on the right. Okay, so this is, double click my light one, and I've already made this swatch. Double click, I want this dark one over here. Okay, cool. Isn't that, oh no, but look what happened. Look what happened. These, you know what, I'm gonna just go non-gradient for the lines. How about that? So Shift Command G to ungroup this guy, and I'm going to just go up to the light blue. Okay, to get this guy to the front now, hit Command right bracket key, and it'll come to the front. You see some of those, go Command right bracket, and bring that to the front. And look, that's pretty good. Actually, I kind of like her. I mean, you can make her pink, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do. You can make all these different colors. That's the cool thing, like in a second, I could change this whole thing. Make it black. Oh, look at that silhouette. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. So you can totally change the look of a vector in no time. So I'm just going to make her light blue. That's pretty good. Pretty good. So, let's see. And actually, what I might do, I might use this gradient, actually. I'm just going to change the angle. Let's make it 90 degrees or something, somewhere around there. So now it's, look, it fades dark from the top. Creates a shadow from the top. If you really want to make it look really shadowy, just, I don't know. Oh, select your object, of course. Make it really dark, I don't care. So this is the main benefit of working with vectors. So cool. You can change all the colors quickly. You can copy. You can copy with the pen tool. Copy images. You know, whatever you want to do, man, it's really cool. I love Illustrator. If you're interested in Illustrator, some of the practice that I did to get good at Illustrator was I lived in Japan and I got Japanese stickers. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna show you these. So I had these designs. I just copied stickers and tried to see how close I could make them look to the original stickers. Okay, here we go. Sticker print sheet. Oh, that's Sticker Garden, sorry. I should edit this out, but I probably won't because I'm lazy. Sticker designs, yes. So I'd copy over, like these are some simple ones. But the cool thing about copying stickers is that you get to, like here's a, an image I found online. I went over it in Illustrator and made all these detailed stuff you can do. Oh, there's me. Oh yeah, here we go. Cool. I just went to the shops and I got the stickers. This is a bad quality photo. I just took it on my iPhone, but kind of copying over just like I did, okay, and adding the color later. I did all sorts of these, and it taught me how these designers made their designs to begin with. It was really educational. So if you're thinking about, just how do you make the fish go like that, just look at some designs that you think are cool and try to copy them. You learn so much that way. And these are super fun. I love these designs. And they had all the different countries. Let's see. So let's take that. Yeah, I'm working kind of from a blurry photo, but it's pretty good. Looks pretty nice. And then you can copy these. You can use these in different scenes. Whatever you want to use them for. Copy and paste it. Endless possibilities. Okay, so that's basically the pen tool. Very useful. So if you like this video, feel free to like, subscribe. If you have some comments, I'm not a master at Illustrator. If there's an easier way to do anything that I did in this video, leave a comment below. Please help me, help the other people that view this. The goal is that we can learn something from sharing, okay? So if you know someone else that likes design, send them the video, like, subscribe, and stay tuned. I will be posting more videos in the future. Peace.